Live.
Cool.
I still got to send Rob some seeds. Rob Z some seeds. Blumberg seeded out.
Yep.
Just
No,
like
not really.
Carl.
Not really.
Not
And we are live, so howdy, howdy. Hey, Paula. Hey, Gage. Happy Pepper.
Gage. Oh, yeah. You said Gage.
Yep.
Dave.
Tilapia Stores in the house.
And Dave. Dave.
Graham. And Dave.
An everyday Canadian.
Everyday Canadian.
Third
Rob
Rob.
Schaller, Stephen Miller,
Joe, Rob, Schaller.
Oh,
And just because it's so much fun. Oh, what the heck? Nobody said they were first. Huh, okay.
yeah, Stephen Miller did about 3 hours ago.
I see Paula was first on mine.
Yeah, when I brought it up, he was first many hours ago. Yeah, he says, I guess I'm first again. And then Bear says, initial V. And yeah. I've had that stream up for a while, listening in the background.
I've had it posted since last night.
Yep, and that's what happens. People come in hours ahead of time and just let it run.
I figured I'd better do that because I never remember to do that before I go to work.
Yeah. It's so simple to do, too.
Oh, yeah. It's the quickest thing I post on YouTube. And ever since I redid, I was having problems with Chrome on this or my other computer. Oh wait, I used my other computer to post it. That's why. But my other computer was messing up, so I wiped it completely clean. It took everything off of it and then did it all over again. With actually, there's a newer version of Linux, so I got the newer version. And ever since then, now every time I go to post a live event, when I go for the name, I don't even have to type anything. It always pops up. Monday meetups, Friday meetups, and I think New Year's meetup pops up too. But it never did that before. It would pop up with every single other video title that I've ever come up with. It'll be like Hot Tub Aquaponics from like 5 years ago, some title.
Yeah.
No Gage, that's not, well, it's relatively new, but not that
new. What's up, Will? What's up, Chris?
Yeah, Will is in the house. Chrissy, that's Chris. What's up, guys? And chicas.
What's up, guys? Yeah, but that was actually saying that right before the live stream was I had 10 gauge in my ear, and then I was like, let's get all crazy. So I went to an 8 gauge, and then I was like, oh man, I should go ahead and go a little more crazy and go for 6 gauge. So I ordered them. They just came in the other day, and I was all excited. I think it was Friday actually. I was all excited, and I'm like, all right. So I soaked them in alcohol like I do with every earring I get. And a couple hours later, I was like, all right, it's time. So I tried with this ear, and instead of it just going in with a tight squeeze, it just kind of like ripped open my ear. So
Sounds fun.
Almost made it all the way through, man. It was right at the very back, but there was just this little piece of skin. And then it wouldn't go all the way through. So I was like, all right, I'll go back to the other one. And I pulled it out, like blood just started rolling down my ear. It's pretty funny.
Doesn't sound so funny.
Well, it's funny because I'm an idiot and I was doing it. So that's funny. Did you ever try to do something like that?
No.
I had this ear pierced many years ago and used to wear a 1/4 carat diamond in it.
Did you ever lose it?
No, I still have the diamond, but my girlfriend had the other one. Kind of a matching set type thing. And when we split, I took it out.
I don't know why, but I really like, these are like tongue rings, like the gigantic barbells. I think they're like 7/8 inch long. I just love, and they got, I think, 6mm balls on them. Big balls. And I don't know, I love them. There's so much weight on them. I just like the way the weight is on my ear. It's kind of cool.
So yeah, Happy Pepper's in the house. And Happy Pepper, thank you very much for the powders today. I really appreciate that. And for those that didn't see it, my little old video, he sent me the um, North Carolina Reaper powder, and then the Happy Pepper blend.
The
So
happy,
yeah,
Both of those are good.
Yeah, those are both awesome.
I have the happy pepper right here because I use that almost like all the time. I put it on summer sausage
Dang,
constantly.
yours is low.
I know. I'm like really low, man. I've been saving it too. I'm like, I'll just do a little bit with this, and then I'll do a little Gangsta's Paradise, and then I'll do a little Lava Dust. And
Yeah, you had them up like all the way to the top. My happy pepper blend's only about an inch down in there.
Yeah.
I've been carrying it though in my fishing bag. I would probably use it more if I just used it at home if I like left it out, but that's been that and the smoked reaper have kind of been in my fishing bag for a while. So whenever I go out eat while I'm out fishing or whatever, then I've got them with me.
But you don't have very many powder blends with you ever, do you?
No,
Oh.
I just have like, well, I take that back. When I go out to eat, yeah, I bring a bunch of stuff. But like when I go out fishing, the only things I have, like I've had the shakers before I'd even ordered my shakers. I have a shaker at Gangsta's Paradise, and it was completely full. It's almost empty, and that's been in my backpack like all summer, or since like midsummer or something, end of the summer, and then I threw the happy pepper ones in there, and those are just the powders that stay in my fishing bag.
yeah, when I would get all frisky, I go for the Reaper. My Reaper's about as down as far as your happy pepper blend.
Yeah, my Reaper's got a little bit more in there. The last time I used that, I got a Publix sub and put a bunch of that on there. It was freaking hot.
Oh, and fun fact, like everybody knows I love to eat chicken. I always put powder on the chicken. Happy pepper. I don't think I ever used that on chicken either. I've only used a little bit in chili, and that was with the Reaper powder too. And it's mainly all on summer sausage. So all of that was like just on summer sausage.
So freaky.
I used the Happy Pepper blend yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. I went out fishing with my buddy, and after we were done fishing, we went by this chicken place and got some chicken, and I took the Happy Pepper blend and put it like a good coating on top of the thing of ranch that I had, and then I stirred it up with a fry, and I love that. If you guys haven't ever tried that, that's something I highly recommend. Just take any powder that you like and mix it in with ranch and use it for a spicy ranch. It's awesome.
Hmm.
My wort powder is Rob Z's Bohemian Goat powder. I've got a packet of that stuff. I just leave it in my lunchbox at all times in case I need to spice stuff up.
Yeah, Bohemian goat powder is awesome. I actually made a shaker of that from last season. It's really good.
Sorry, Chris. I don't need any Ks.
I was just gonna say, Chris says I'll give 1K to anyone who sniffs a fingerful of the Reaper powder. Even if it was $1,000, which I think it's what he means. I'm not doing that.
No, you
I
want
totally would for $1,000. Heck yeah!
Do it.
Yeah, go for it.
You've seen that.
I don't have any sort of proof that this is
Well,
ever.
if I would send you the 1K, but what I would really send you is an envelope with a 1K in it. I'd go get a letter and send you a K. That's how I would go and say, look, dude, I send you a K. You said I was going to give you 1K, and I gave you 1K.
I'll send you like a 1 pound container of potassium because you know that's K.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why I tried to clarify $1,000 versus 1K.
Yeah, I'll encourage that bet if he really has a K to throw down on that.
Hold on, let me find my Monopoly money. No. U.S. Federal Reserve notes.
Or
Any
US
denomination.
or US notes. They're actually worth. Well, technically, they're worth more than Federal Reserve notes, but
Yeah, but you can't find them anymore.
Yeah, they haven't printed them since 1963.
Yeah, I thought it was 64, but you're right.
Yeah, it was
Somewhere right in there.
Well, Kennedy, they did away with them, and then Kennedy brought them back. He brought them back with Executive Order 11110, and a few months they started printing them, and a few months later he was dead. So figure that one out. Oh, and then they stopped printing them and never printed them again. Conspiracy.
Unmarked bills I do have.
Oh, sweet. They're even unmarked, Rob. You don't have to claim them on taxes.
Julian's in the house. Hey, Julian.
What's up, Julian?
What's up, Julian? Freaky.
Yeah, Freaky, you show up in the most unusual places, including my gaming streams.
I go on Rob's gaming streams.
Mm-hmm. So does Freaky. So does Batman, for that matter.
I don't stay very long, but
I've been on your gaming streams a couple times.
Usually with me because we're joking around.
Yeah.
I have to admit, I have seen Freaky a lot of places. I think I've seen Freaky on streams I don't normally watch the to me or obscure streams. I'll be looking through the chat, not even commenting in there, and then I'll be like, oh, there's Freaky all over the place.
Chad is in the house. Hey, Chad, how you doing?
What's up, Chad? Thank you again for that birthday shout out. I really appreciated that. That was
By the
really
way,
cool.
happy belated birthday.
Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, what day was it? The 10th?
Yeah.
Your birthday is the day before my dad's birthday.
Yeah, we went over that.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, okay.
Sure. All right. I say lots of things. I'm on a lot of live streams, behind-the-scenes streams, all that stuff.
Yeah, my birthday is the day before my buddy who I went fishing with yesterday. That was part of why we had met up and gone fishing. We hadn't hung out in a while. We usually hang out around our birthday since we're a day apart and didn't get a chance to, so we went out Sunday.
Wait, Freaky's got a good question for you, Rob, and I don't know if he's being serious.
Did I make cake with any of the fish that I caught? No. I went and I bought a strawberry New York cheesecake, and it was freaking awesome.
That thing looked amazing, man, with all the strawberries pointing straight up and everything.
That was literally one of the best cheesecakes I've ever had in my life. And it had sliced almonds on the outside of it, where it was strawberry glazed.
Well,
it was this strawberry syrup. I have the picture of it right there. That was the cheesecake that I got, and it was a New York cheesecake with strawberry stuff and sliced almonds, and then whole strawberries with the tops cut off. And I could tell that the strawberries had been soaked in a brine, a sugar water brine, because they were soft and really sweet. They weren't. I was kind of wondering how it would be with the strawberries on there, because if they were too fresh, they would have been a little bit too crisp and added maybe a little bitterness. But they were nice and soft and just perfect.
I think Andy guessed it. It is from Publix, wasn't it?
What's up, Andy?
Yeah, it was.
Andy.
Nice guess.
Yep.
Yeah, when I was working in Georgia, I loved to go into Publix, and yeah, I really like their subs too. Beat Subway and what's that other one?
Harris
Fast ones.
Teeter.
Huh?
Harris Teeter.
No.
They make subs.
Jimmy
but
John's.
Their bread's way too hard.
Yeah, that's one thing about bread in Georgia and bread here. The bread down there is sweeter than it is here. You guys put more sugar in the bread than we do up here.
Publix is probably my favorite place to get subs. They have, in my opinion, the best subs.
I've never been to a Publix. We've only had one grocery store for the longest time. Then we got Food Line. Then we got Harris Teeter, and we just last year, I'm still in 2018, got a Publix. but I've never been to it because it's way far. I can pass one, two, three grocery stores before I get to the Publix. So, but I don't know the way everybody's talking about it. Maybe I should go there every once in a while.
Where?
The Publix.
Just be warned. Just be warned. Publix is like an upper class type grocery store, and things are a bit more expensive there.
Yeah,
But
so
when you go to like,
really
that
isn't.
kind of stuff, it's better.
I like Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's is good. The Philly cheesesteaks are good.
I get the Big Kahuna Philly
Yeah.
cheesesteak.
I get that one too.
I've actually been to a Jersey Mike's. Or no, wait. Yeah, I think it was Jersey Mike's. I think it was that one.
Quiznos is not around here, so I've never even seen one.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're around here anymore. I think they closed them all.
They're not around here, but I'm pretty sure I've been to one. Or yeah, I've been to one because they had a couple in Pennsylvania. And I remember, one time me and my dad specifically went there for like lunch or something. Yes, Sheets. They have some of the best subs, man. When I lived in Pennsylvania, I used to get them all the time. I'd get like a 12-inch sub just because I was just a little hungry, so I'd eat 6 inches, and then I'd save the other 6 inches, just put it in my fridge and eat it the next day.
Yeah. Yeah, Firehouse is another good one, Adam.
I haven't ever had Firehouse.
Yeah, they have a whole, like, all the restaurants have a whole hot sauce section. You can buy hot sauces too, but there's at least 10 to 12 different hot sauces.
Yeah, Subway's all right, but I will say they really suck at picking a spokesperson.
Subway sucks.
Subway is hard.
Let's not sugarcoat this. Subway uses the cheapest meat. You give way too many options to. You can't have people making decisions. Well, like start your sub from scratch. You need to just say, look, this is what's coming on your damn sub. Do you want it all or not? Not like I want this, this, and this. Then you have, I'm sorry if anybody works at Subway, but the most, I don't know how to describe it, just not the best person to make your sub. And it takes forever.
I had the best person make my sub tonight.
The only good thing that I could say about Subway is
she loaded that thing up too. She did not follow Subway procedures. Remember how they have the little cups for like the chicken? No, she just reached in and was doing handfuls of chicken on top of my sub, man.
the bread is good. That's the only good thing that I could say about Subway.
If they make it right. Because
like jalapeno cheddar bread is good.
when I went, when I'd go in Kerala, the bread would just fall apart, and it was so weird. I actually complained to the manager. I was like, "Your bread kind of sucks, man. Like it's not like regular Subway bread." And then like 2 weeks later, he gave me a free sub. That's this guy that gave me free subs all the time. He gave me another free sub because he was like, "Yeah, it turns out when they were making the bread in the morning, they were forgetting an ingredient, and that's why it was just falling apart." So he gave me a free sub for just reminding him that the bread sucked, and then he looked into it and found out, oh, they're not even making it right.
You know there's more Subway than McDonald's?
Really? They got
We
McDonald's.
have 3 Subways in town here.
Yeah,
3
they
of
are
them in
all
a town
over
of
the place.
13,000 people.
That was
Yeah.
just a fact I saw on some, I don't know, information deal.
And I can think of like all the I can't think of all the Subways around because there are a lot, but all the McDonald's that I can think of around my area, there's a Subway really close to it, like or nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Except for up north, they're not allowed to have any fast food up there, although they do have Subway. Like the fast food that they do allow, they only allow them to have lunch, but no dinner, no breakfast kind of thing. But I think we have that I can.
Meetups and suds.
It's 1, 2,
Taste up the suds.
3.
Subs and suds.
There's at least 4 Subways here, and we don't have 13,000 people in the area I'm talking about. And there's 1, 2, 3 McDonald's. So there's 4 Subways, 3 McDonald's. There might be 5 Subways, but I only know of 4.
Yes, Eric, 13,000 people in my town.
Yeah.
What are you doing, Eric? You working?
It
Eric's
is,
always
man.
working.
I have 2 Subways closer to my house than any McDonald's. I have one like a mile that way and like another 2 miles or 3 miles that way.
Like you were just saying, I got a Subway and it's right next to a McDonald's.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it's interesting here because if I go that way a mile, there's a Subway and a Walmart. If I go that way a mile, there's a Subway right across the street from a McDonald's and like a block down from a Taco John's. And then if I go that way, 7 blocks, there's another Subway.
That's funny because our McDonald's, our Subway, and our Walmart are all in the same plaza.
Well, yeah, there's an Arby's in the park, or just about the parking lot of Walmart.
I love Arby's. They've got the best disgusting roast beef sandwiches ever.
I saw somebody on Google Plus posted a funny picture. Just since we're talking about Subway, it was a picture that they took of like a Subway sign, and like on the part where they're eating, like arranged the letters, it said like our subs are 12 inches long even when it's cold outside. I thought that was kind of funny. I saw that earlier today.
Oh, that's bad.
What's up, Lisa?
So, Rob, we have 12,210 people in my community.
How many Subways do you have?
I have 4 within like about a mile and a half.
I believe it.
And then 2, 3. See, there's, but that would be 5 miles. It'd be probably about 5 or 6 McDonald's too. There's a lot. It's a lot of food though. Yeah. So this whole little area, a couple miles, it's like community. That's just mine. It's like about 12,000 something.
A1 Sauce Whataburger. Oops, sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. That's not what I usually get a Whataburger, but I usually get the standard for me, which is a number 2 with cheese, bacon, jalapenos, no lettuce because iceberg lettuce is a waste, and because it's just trash. So don't even put it on my hamburger. And French fries,
something like that.
French fries, apple pie, and large sweet tea. Well, half and half. Half sweet, half unsweet. That'll give it a good blend.
You can put the order out for the thumbs up button.
Yeah.
I like how Julian went about it. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, all you lazy lurkers.
Yeah.
There, I hit it, Julian. I'm taking your orders.
I hit it too. I hadn't hit it yet.
Oh, there's a name I haven't seen for a while. Jesus.
Yeah, he was in the chat. He was in the chat last night.
What's up,
I was
Jesus?
in the chat last night.
What's up, Jesus?
I was nowhere to be found last night.
Who's on my channel?
Huh?
It was on my channel.
Yeah, I was not anywhere near a computer last night.
Ah.
Yeah.
You're
Were
building.
you at Subway?
Nah, he's probably building those little bitty figures that he put on the wall that I haven't watched the video yet.
All the South Park guys.
Yeah. I haven't watched that video, but go check out Rob Z's channel. I need to check it out as well. So let's check all of his videos out. Is David's Happy Pepper unboxing and building the South Park character out of whatever it is.
Wasn't
I
the one
called
Wendy?
Perler beads. Somebody asked or made a request that I do a showcase of all of them because he didn't.
So he's making them out of friendship beads. So,
No.
so he got tired. He got tired of making bracelets, and necklaces. So he started making South Park figures.
No, I don't believe Alex from Alberta has been in the chat since he returned from China.
No, I need to watch it too.
I saw he posted video 2 from China today. I haven't got a chance to watch it, but I watched 1 yesterday. It was awesome.
Yeah, I gotta watch those too.
Yeah, I haven't seen those.
It makes me want to ignore all the China internet censorship and go there and visit.
The day 2 video, I will say this is really good, and some of the things he eats, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Oh yeah, well day 1 had like that squid on a stick thing.
Today's is even more interesting. Go watch it.
As long as he doesn't have, what the heck's that stuff called? It's something oil. What's the oil? Gutter oil? I think it was called gutter oil. It's pretty. Well, I don't want to say what it is. You can look it up. It's pretty gross.
What's up, Doug?
What's up, Doug?
But those street vendors, they look pretty dang good. All that food they had.
Yeah, some of the things that they did, they stopped for a coconut water. And the meticulous way that she did the coconut water was just, you got to go watch it.
No, we will. A little bit later or tomorrow.
You said about the crosswalk you'd never visit because it looks too risky. The weird thing is, like, over here, there's like that generalization about Asian drivers not being good. But I've heard a lot of people that go to China or Japan or any of the Asian countries, and they're like, you wouldn't believe the driving that people do. Like, just, you know, person cross car, you know, like stuff like that. And they were like, never saw an accident the entire time I was there. So like that whole stereotype over here in America, they're like, I don't even know where they get that from, because you go over there and you don't even see an accident at all. And there's crazy driving.
Walking around in downtown New York City at like 5 p.m. is an experience that I'm glad I've only had once in a lifetime. That place is just nuts with the people.
The craziest driving I've ever seen, I've never been to New York City, but I've been to like a bunch, like Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. I don't think I've been to Philadelphia. Harrisburg, but that doesn't count. I don't know. I've been to a bunch of different cities, but the craziest I've ever been was like Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, all the Caribbean islands. Like, they do not slow down. Bikes are like inches away from a bus when it goes by. I mean, it is absolutely insane. I couldn't believe people weren't getting taken out left and right. But I guess the rule of thumb is don't swerve at all. Because if the bike would have swerved, the bus would have run him over. If the bus would have swerved, it would have run the biker over. Everybody survived.
Yeah. I'm going to say even people in my area, they're crazy ass fools. They drive crazy here. And they're just crazy.
Yeah, the tourists around here usually drive pretty crazy, but all the locals usually are way laid back. They're like, whatever, I'll get there when I get there.
Yeah.
Although I did see a Mustang the other day, and he had to be local. That guy, like, did a burnout out of a red light, made a right-hand turn. I don't know if he was drifting, or not, but I heard tires spinning, and then all I heard was, as he was speeding towards a wreck where cops were everywhere, and there was just nothing but a sea of blue lights. I have no clue what the heck was wrong with that guy, but I thought that was pretty funny. He had to have hit like 60 in a 50 just trying to like get to a wreck. I mean, maybe one of his, you know, parents or kids or whatever was involved in the wreck, but I doubt it.
Like Adam says, food vendors in other countries are always amazing. I've been to Jamaica. My wife had to keep me from stopping at every jerk vendor I saw. But Jamaican jerk is so good.
I didn't see any Jamaican jerk vendors there.
My last job in Georgia, one of the ladies there was from Jamaica. And I asked her if she could make me some Jamaican jerk wings. Well, she did. Made me up like 3 dozen. About a minute, she says, oh, I made them light for you so they won't burn you up. Ate them all down, asked for them hotter. Long story short, after the 4th batch of making them hotter and hotter and hotter, she finally found one that was hot enough for me to eat. But they were all good all the way up. And the last ones, yeah, I could eat like 4 wings and then had to stop for a little while to cool off. But it's not just hot, it's all the extra spices that get added in with it too. So good. She made me like 8 dozen wings to bring back with me the one time I came back.
I didn't see any jerk vendors. I had jerk like Jamaican jerk type stuff while I was there, but I was only in Ocho Rios.
Yeah.
We just
Were there any vendors who were jerks?
yeah, every single guy that tried to sell me weed,
No.
which was like almost every other person I saw in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You want to buy weed? No, I'm good, man. You want to buy coke? Like, wait, no, wait, I didn't want weed. Why would I want coke? You want to buy acid? Like, no,
He has to give you options, dude.
get away from me.
Maybe that's not your fancy.
Yeah, just making sure, weed wasn't your thing, but maybe coke is. I've never been offered drugs more times anywhere than Jamaica, and I was only there for like 8 hours because I was on a cruise and we stopped there and did all our stuff. That's the only way to go to Jamaica. Go there on a cruise. You're there for like 8 hours and then you're out of there. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever been, especially in Ocho Rios, because do the Duns River Falls where you start like I guess halfway up and you walk all the way down to the beach and then you walk up a waterfall. It's awesome. I wish I was into YouTube back then because I totally would have recorded all of that. Like the entire walk all the way up. It only took like an hour. But it was awesome, man. And then we went to a forest, and it was called Fern Gully.
Oh, man, you want cougar?
Yeah, see.
Speaking of which, where is BD tonight?
He's
I
family.
was on the live stream last night.
Family.
If you were there, Rob, you would have seen it. I was like, "Hey, I'm BD Beats. I'm part of the three pepper. What the heck is it? Dang it! Talk Time Live with Three Pepper Guys." I was trying to put the 3 in the front.
Yeah.
Good job, Julian.
Yeah, good job. It works. It works sometimes.
Yeah, but there's still, if there was 24 people watching, it's up to 21.
Maybe not everybody likes it. That's what I like doing when I'm in other people's live stream. I like to make the thumbs up counter go up. Like, come on, man, what the heck's wrong with everybody? Go ahead, hit that thing. I love being the cheerleader.
I have a really off-the-wall question.
I got a really off-the-wall answer.
I wonder if I could take and dual stream this onto Twitch. On my channel on Twitch. Just to see what would happen. Oh, I'm not going to today because it'll take me too long to set it up, but
No.
I just thought it would be interesting.
Next Monday.
Yeah, and then you can get the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you could you do that on what's your day off? Whatever your other day off is, if you can stream on that one too, then you'll be like 7 day a week live stream Rob on Twitch.
Yeah. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays are when I normally stream. But yeah, that Friday night, I don't do anything much, so I always get tempted to stream then. The Thumbsound Bandit and his 6 Google accounts. Uh-oh.
9 or 8. 10.
Whatever. I don't give a shit. I know who it is anyway, so it's all good.
Adam says, nah, Twitch would hit you for streaming to something else.
You can't double stream.
But the stream would be initiated from here, going from here to Twitch. I wouldn't be going to like the people do where they dual stream and go to Twitch and Mixer at the same time. Since I'm an affiliate, that's not allowed. But if I was an affiliate, then I could do that. I know a few people that do that. But I I wouldn't be streaming from Twitch to somewhere else. I would be streaming from somewhere else to Twitch from this computer and a screen on my computer.
And Adam asked, did you go to the Great Blue Hole? Is that something in Jamaica? I didn't, if it is. I've never heard of it, actually. When I was in Jamaica, all we did was Dunn's River Falls. Yeah, we went to the beach. Well, we went to like a restaurant that was oceanfront. They had steps carved into the stone outside of it. We walked down to the beach, hung out there for a minute, and then got on a bus and went to the rainforest. And then we came back into town, and everybody was sampling all the rum because like every store has rum, and you can taste it. They'll get like a little thimble out, you'll pour it, and
it's cool.
Long
Later, Chris.
Yeah, have a good night, Chris. Sorry you've been up so long.
Later, Chris.
Later.
I was like that on Friday.
Oh, so was I.
Because I mean, I was doing overnights and I pretty much stayed up almost all day.
Wow, no, I missed that.
If it's a great blue waterfall outside Ocho Rios, okay?
Yeah, right outside of Ochi. It was beautiful there. I mean, even like not even being there, like when you're pulling up to it, you're just seeing this like giant freaking mountainous island. It was great. Much better than Georgetown, Grand Cayman. Nothing but a bunch of banks there anyway. That's why everybody talks about like, I've got a bank account in the Caymans. I believe they said it was the most heavily populated city with banks. And I forget what the number was, but it was something insane. Where it was like, I think they said like 1 in 4 businesses was a bank.
They have been overrun with that because of some of the federal regulations. That number has gone down. Panama is now like that.
Well, it was insane because they had like you'd walk through the streets and you'd look up, and on the roof of like every, I don't know, 5th bank would be like 4 guys with like fully auto machine guns just standing there watching guard over the bank.
Have a good night, Jesus.
Later, Jesus.
Later, Jesus.
It says, okay, just wanted to stop on by to spend at least a few minutes. It's all fun to chill with y'all. Thanks, Chris. Now, go to bed. The boss, Julian, has spoken. I mean, no, forget it. Garcia out. Uh-oh.
Burrito. The other night was burrito night. Everybody in PLC was having burritos.
Yeah, pretty much.
Burritos are good.
They are.
I haven't had one in better than 20 years.
I haven't had one in like a month.
I like burritos.
I had one, I think, like 3 or 4 days ago.
Oh wait, no, I guess technically it's not a burrito. It was like a It was like a soft taco type thing. But I made it big, so that could have been a burrito.
Then I make, well, I guess those are tacos. But sometimes I make a burrito out of it. Sometimes I just make a gigantic breakfast burrito.
I think Freaky beat you, Rob. He says he doesn't think he ever had one. How could you never have a burrito?
I'm not a huge fan of Mexican food.
Oh, I love Mexican food.
Yeah, I love anything Mexican.
You wouldn't do too good down here then.
I've been trying to find a Mexican chick for a long time, man. Get some of those family recipe secrets.
What are those things that they cook in the corn cob leaves?
Tamales.
I love those so bad.
A friend of mine makes some killer ones of those. And they spend like 6 hours making them.
It's a lot of the time it's a family thing.
Yeah, they made them up for a party, and before the party started, he ran me over a dozen of them, and I didn't care for the guacamole with it, but the tamales themselves are, oh yeah.
I love guacamole.
Yeah,
I like guacamole better than I like life.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like guacamole too.
I don't like the taste of it.
I like guacamole so much that I didn't like avocados, but I like guacamole because of the way you prepare it. I talked myself into liking avocados. I love them. I eat them all the time now, just because I'm too lazy to make guacamole out of the avocado. I just eat the avocado.
Yeah, my sister eats at least one avocado every day.
Yeah, they're really good for you. That's like the good fat that you can get. Or what is that? Essential fatty acid or whatever. Whatever the heck that stuff's called. But those things in the corn husk, the tamales, I want some of those so bad. Nobody around here actually makes them.
Yeah, they had the tamales at that hot sauce festival I went to. I didn't get them, but they had a booth out there. It looked pretty good though.
It's not Mexican food, but kind of like that Brunswick stew.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever had that stuff, but I've been around when they had it, and every time I'm around it, I'm like, before I leave, I'm gonna buy a big tub of that stuff and take it home with me. Do it. I always forget.
Yeah. I mean, personally, for foods, I like in that, Hispanic type food, I like pupusas. Pupusas, I think, are my favorite.
What's that?
It's like a thick masa, almost like it's not like a tortilla. It's almost like I'll show you a picture of it.
I bet I'm gonna like it. I like all Mexican food.
Well, this is more El Salvadorian.
I was getting to that. I like all. I don't even like rice and beans that much, but I love Mexican food, Mexicali food, like any kind of Central American food. I love all that stuff.
Pretty much food from any Spanish-speaking country is good.
Yeah.
Like,
Pepper Putz is in the house. Hey, Devin, how you doing?
what's up, Putz?
Devin.
These are.
The older I get, the more I realize I like every kind of food out there.
You got like this, and then it's got like the meat or beans or whatever you put in it inside the masa, like almost like a pancake. Then you put pickled slaw on top of it. Anyway, I like those a lot.
That sounds killer. I've never had those.
Yeah,
I will totally eat the heck out of those things. What's up,
Susie?
Long day at work. It kind of
Good night, Susie.
And then if you ever had El Salvadorian tamales, they use banana leaves.
Doug, what is that? Tripas? Isn't that
Tripe?
intestines?
It's tripe. So intestines.
Yeah. I think I've had that. Pretty sure.
There was this place in Georgia that was Indian food, and they had these. It was like a fried dough that was folded over a spicy, chopped up cooked potato type thing. I can't remember what the name of it is, but oh, are they good?
Oh yes, Rocky chili rellenos. Oh my God, I get one of those all the time when I go to the Mexican place. But no, with the Indian food, I don't think I've ever had Indian food.
Yeah, I usually get chicken biryani. A bunch of other
Indian food.
It's Indian food. Goat. Goat's really good. So you get some naan and a couple other things added to it.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the Mexican restaurant that we have here that is real Mexican food because Mexicans own it. I'm pretty sure the cheese that they use is goat cheese. Whatever the cheese is awesome. It's way better than like almost every cheese I've ever had.
Well, when I was in Georgia, I stayed at the extended stay hotel, and there's a bunch of people that live there permanently. And there was this one guy from India who lived there, and I don't remember what the dish was called, but it was like a big flatbread, and you take it and you tear a piece off it, and it's like half an inch thick.
It's
Huh?
non.
Okay. But you take it off and you dip it into this meat type sauce
Yeah.
type thing? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I've
He
seen
made a batch of that and gave me a plate of it with a couple of the bread things, and oh, that was good. It was a little on the warm side for me at the time, but it was really good.
Yeah, I mean, like my last job, I mean, most of my workers were from India, Bangladesh, Pakistan. So
Okay.
went to a bunch of events, and they also, had a lot of restaurants around there. So we always got it delivered to the store. So I'm familiar with that food.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's good.
Yeah, I'd never had Indian food, but I told my sister that, and she's like, "What are you talking about? You've never had Indian food?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't even think there's any Indian restaurants that I've ever lived by." She's like, "When we lived in Pittsburgh, there is definitely an Indian restaurant. I went there like 100 times." I'm like, "Well, I've never been there." And
Well,
we actually, when we went to Pittsburgh, she was like, "I'm taking you to that restaurant." I'm like, "Let's do it. Like, I'm all about it. I love trying things that I've never had. Never got around to doing it. Haven't been back to Pittsburgh since."
have you not ever had like curry chicken?
No.
Hey, Doug.
And that's like, I think that's the official food of England, which is
It's like
but
It's very
a
popular.
lot of Indian cooking has a lot of curry in it.
yeah, well, it's England like took over India for a long time and like ran it for like a while, and that's why I guess like just the back and forth between them. Everybody in England was like, "Curry chicken's awesome," and they adopted it. But I've heard it a ton of times from people in England, and I've even said that like, "I want to try this curry chicken," and everybody's like, "You never had curry chicken?" I'm like, maybe, but I
You
don't
should
think.
just get some curry sauce and make it yourself at home, and you could add pepper powder to it and make it spicy curry, because a lot of curry is a little bit spicy, but it's like mildly spicy to somebody that actually eats peppers.
Yeah.
So you would want to add like some pepper powder in. But you could do that with like chicken thighs or whatever and grill it or even bake it or whatever. It would be
Yeah.
awesome.
And then Rob, that beef that you were eating is with the naan is nahari.
Is
All
what?
right. I've heard of that. What is it?
Nahari. It's
Yeah,
like beef, whatever, in like a gravy, and then you have the naan, and you just pull off with it. So it's really good
Yeah, it was really good.
because that's what we usually got. We split nahari with chicken biryani. Chicken biryani is like chicken pieces and with the rice and everything else. It's pretty good too. So
Doug said tikka masala and chicken
Yeah.
curry is good. I've heard of both of them, but because aren't they two different things, but eat them together?
you can, yeah. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
I've been to events where you just go and have like so much on the plate, it's just like crazy. It's just like insane.
Yeah, that's one of the foods that I never really got around to trying that I'm kind of disappointed I never tried. Because I'm pretty sure I know I've had Vietnamese food because when we were growing up, my dad's really good friend, was in the Vietnam War, met his wife over there who was Vietnamese and brought her back over,
Mm-hmm.
and she would actually cook Vietnamese stuff and bring it over for every party. And I remember thinking like, I have no clue what the heck this is, but I like it, and I'd just be eating stuff and then find out like, oh, that's Vietnamese food. It's blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But that's normally how I am. I don't care what it is. I just look at it, and if it looks appealing or smells appealing, or I taste it and it tastes appealing, then I'm all in.
I mean, lately, now you see a lot of pho, and then
I've never had that either.
pho, however you want to say it. And then
Yeah, it's actually pronounced pho.
I said it right the first time, but I mean, I know that a lot of people say pho or whatever it is, but
I
Yeah.
did until someone corrected me.
okay, so pho, and then you got your banh mi, your spring rolls.
I love spring rolls.
You got all kinds of goodies there.
Freaky's taking off. Have fun, Freaky.
I usually get like lemongrass chicken. I
Good
love
one,
lemongrass
Freaky.
chicken. Lemongrass chicken is awesome.
I had when I was in New York City, we went into the Bronx to a Vietnamese restaurant, and she said that it was the best bowl of pho that I'll ever have. And sure enough, mind you, I don't eat a whole lot, but I finished the entire bowl off and wanted more. Stuff was so good. Then I get to Georgia and go to another Vietnamese place, and the stuff was crap.
I've
Also, I thought
never,
it was pronounced pho, not pho.
Yeah, it's F-A, pho. It's spelled P-H-O, but it's spelled pronounced F-A.
yeah, I don't know how it's pronounced or anything like that. I don't even know how it tastes, but it looks awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, especially when they get the beef and the other meats
Yes.
so super thinly cut. Oh man, it absorbs all the flavors and everything else in it. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
What are you doing, you camera whore?
But then, like I said, the Duluth, Georgia area has different like subsections for restaurants and stuff. And there's one section for Vietnamese food, and they brought me to one of the places and said it's the best Vietnamese food we're going to find anywhere in the area. So I ordered a bowl of pho, and I was not happy.
Weirdo, what are you doing?
I've never tried it myself. I would love to try it. I just haven't. I don't know if there's any good Vietnamese places around here.
It's basically a big bowl of roughly cut vegetables in a very spicy type, well, not very spicy, but a spicy type broth. And they put the meat into it just before they go to serve it. And it's so hot that it actually cooks the meat by the time it gets to you. So it's not like the meat's been sitting in there for a long time getting soft. It's still got its firm texture, but it's long enough for the juices and everything else and the flavors to all get into it. And oh yeah,
that sounds delicious.
Yeah, me too, Adam. I'd love to find an actual ramen shop.
Yeah, they're making I think they're making one right down the street here. I don't know if it's actual
getting
ramen.
big lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know there's some places around Nashville that have ramen places.
And Doug, I don't remember what the heck dim sum is, but I remember that it looked awesome.
have you ever had Mongolian food?
Only at a Chinese place. Mongolian beef, Mongolian something else.
Because there's a Mongolian grill in Mankato, and it's all set up like a big buffet with cold and frozen and everything. And you go through, and when you go in, they ask you want a small bowl, medium bowl, or a large bowl, and you get charged for that. And then you go through, fill the bowl up with whatever you can get into it. And you bring it up and you get in line, and they cook it right in front of you, how you want it, and everything else. And they'll add the different spices in and such while you're actually watching it. And they're on this 6-foot round grill that's at 600 degrees. And they will pour bowls worth down on it. And as they're mixing it, they're walking around the table. So they're always going onto a hot spot. And it only takes them about maybe 3 minutes at the most to take and cook it. And one of the first things they do is they spray water down on it so that your veggies get, instant steamed on it. And then they move it over, and then they start adding the spicy oils and that kind of stuff. And it's really good. You can pick whatever kind of meats you want to put in it.
What place?
It's called the Mongolian Grill.
Yeah, we have. It's called Genghis Grill here.
Okay.
I think
But
we
it's
had
the same exact thing as what you're talking about. Like you go in and get like whatever size bowl, and then you go through and they've got like all the meats and veggies and stuff. What I usually do there is I'll go get like a bowl of only meat and like mountain top it too, and have them cook it, and then just get it to go, and then go home and like cook some like broccoli and things to go with it.
Well, here You go in, you get your bowl, you find a table, sit down, leave your coat or whatever, and you go and fill your bowl up, bring it back and have it cooked. And by the time you get back, there's a good sized bowl of rice sitting there to mix with it.
Yeah. I can't remember. I guess this place does give you rice with it too. It's been a while since I've been, but yeah, I just get only meat in the bowl, and then they just cook it up, and then I bring it home and make other stuff to go with it. You can
What
end
is
up getting like a few meals out of just like a single bowl if you do it that way.
Yeah, they had the bamboo shoots, I think it is there. You got to throw some of those in. That's just
Yeah, bamboo shoots are good.
But yeah. How did we get on the topic of food and restaurants?
Subway.
Subway.
And then we started realizing that there's good food out there in the world, and Subway sucks.
Found around the east side of 15. Okay. That's such a Rob way to do it. Haha, pure beef. But
It's the smart way to do it because you can get, like I said, like several meals out of one bowl. Whereas if you get a bunch of veggies and stuff mixed in, it's just one meal.
well, on top of that, you take beef and you can get it in cube form or sliced form. You can get pork and chicken and shrimp and other types of fish and all kinds of stuff. Subway yoga mat sandwich. But yeah, Mongolian grill is pretty good too.
Yeah, we have Genghis grill like Rob was saying. Yeah, the Rob.
Yeah.
The one B Rob. I haven't ate there in like probably 2 years. I used to go.
Yeah, it's been over 2 years since I've been there. I was actually talking to my dad about that when I went out to eat with him the other day.
I eat at Banchan a lot, which is Korean barbecue chicken.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's what I had for lunch today.
Adam Gonzalez posted my Pink Star Lemon Starburst baby on PLC, Google Plus, and Facebook. Hopefully that was a good thing. Yeah, mine are only about not even an inch tall yet.
Mine are still in the nap state. But I have big plants still, so I don't know. We'll see how those are going to go for next year.
Bernie's in the house. Hey, Bernie.
What's up, Russ? Bernie?
Russ is in the house.
What's up, Russ?
Mr.
What's
Russ,
up, Bernie?
long time.
What's up, Russ and Bernie?
Yeah, I'll probably have some more pop tonight, this morning coming up. So I'll probably make another update video. I don't know, a week or so. There's nothing really to look at, seedlings. So I'll wait till they get a little bit bigger.
I don't even have seedlings yet. I just have dirt and popsicle sticks.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, you need to get a fresh video out there, Rob. So
But I'm not going to make a dirt and popsicle stick video.
That should be it, man. That should be like the basic first video. Just nothing but.
No, I need you to help me figure out how to do a freaking picture collage thing like you did for your 2018 season.
Okay, so this is what you do.
Well, tell me later. So
You go on your phone and make a picture collage on your gallery, and then post it to YouTube.
yeah, I don't know how to do that on my gallery, and I was trying to figure it out through Google Photos, but
Studio.
Or you can download openshot.org, go to there and get their program. You can do that.
Complicated.
Yeah, but then you have to add each picture individually and how long it's going to display for. Happy pepper powder on summer sausage. Woo. Yeah, it's the more difficult way to do it, which is the way I would do it. But same thing as Rob just said. I don't know how to do that on my phone. Well, plus I don't even have the pictures on my phone, so I would have to go back and screenshot every single picture that I wanted, and then make a collage of them.
Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of different ways to do it. So I just did the simple way because I was half asleep when I did the after I did the overnights. Yeah, that'll be hopefully
I could make a cool video out of it, though. I did take a lot of shots of my harvests and
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't
peppers
post
and
all
stuff.
mine.
Dude, just the amount of pictures that you've shown me, Rob, on live streams or when we're not live, you could make like 15 videos.
Oh yeah, easily. Yeah, because I mean,
I
I
take
didn't
a lot of
even.
pictures. I've always taken a lot of pictures of stuff.
Like, here's some food I made, and there's burrito, cheesecake. You know, you could just go through all the different stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, I think I only posted on that slideshow. I think what 15, 16 harvests. Hell, I had 40, 50. I had them every 2 to 3 days. I didn't even post all my harvest on PLC. I
didn't either.
I was like, yeah, I mean, somehow I was just like, this looks exactly the same. I mean, even in my collage or slideshow, they look almost exactly the same. So a lot of times it's just like very similar. Maverick, what dog? Well, get it. So I swear he's talking to me.
That's what dogs like to do.
So you can be quiet, or you want to take over the show? Do you want to be the host? Do you? Yes or no? Well, I guess that's a no. No? Okay. He's quiet now. Well, do you know? Do you want to host this show? Is that yes? I'm deaf now.
My dog's the same way. Get her to talk at any time.
Have a good night, Doug.
Later, Doug.
Later, Doug.
Doug is part of Motorhead.
I was thinking, what is Motorhead?
Motorhead. I love typos.
Well, Motorhead the band.
But yeah, that's what it was. But I love it when people misspell live chat and have it love chat. I've seen so many people do it. It just cracks me up every time I see it. The love chat.
You gotta trim him. You gotta slow it down, Russ. Stop feeding him so much. They're not gonna starve.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen his pups in quite a while.
They're big. They aren't pups anymore.
I bet they're big. They were cute and cuddly last time I saw them.
Yeah, Russ hasn't done a video in quite some time. What's up with that, Russ?
I want to say I think he did one like a week or a week and a half ago. And I say that's not that bad because I think that was the last time I did a video. No, I did. A week and a half. Yeah, I did one I made one 2 weeks ago today and posted it a couple days later. I got another one coming. Oh, I'm going to show this off, man. Check out what I just got in the mail today before I left, Rob. Dual monitor stand holder. And it's got the C-clamp.
Oh, cool.
So it just clamps right onto like a desk and everything. So I can actually have this sucker on a desk and it'll hold up 2 monitors. I'm going to have 2 32-inch monitors on there. I just showed off because I'm probably not going to do a video about it. But the thing in the box over there, I totally am doing a video on that.
Russ says he hasn't done any challenges in forever. We'll get to it.
Yeah, it's been quite a while.
I know. Teaspoonful of Carolina Reaper pepper powder.
He's got the Valhalla sausage in his freezer.
Oh, really?
I believe so. He's had that for quite a while.
Russ? You don't forget to tell us something?
No, he told us.
That was just so many months ago. Everybody's forgotten about it.
Yeah, I didn't forget about it.
Get to do the challenge on that?
I think he said he threw it in the freezer. So he would have to thaw it out and then wait for it to thaw and then actually do it.
Oh yeah, he's also got those crazy nuts to eat.
Oh yeah,
He's
wasn't
got
that the last
noodles.
video he did that he got the nuts?
Yeah,
The 16 million, whatever extract thing or
the
whatever,
tubaterra.
or whatever it is. Yeah.
Hey, Gage has got a good idea. Jump on here and knock one out.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
Have the sausage, tube of terror, Moab, Derek's bar, those 16 mil crystals. I didn't know you had the crystals.
And the noodles, yeah.
Yeah, and noodles.
But aren't the noodles those ones that everybody doesn't like?
No, it's the Coleys.
I
The
don't think
Reaper Patch.
people like them either.
No, because Devil Aaron, when he did it, he said they were probably the worst tasting ones that he's had so far. But Devil Aaron did power through it.
What, dude?
Yeah, I think he even put the bowl on his head, didn't he?
Rob, you have the noodles too?
Yeah, Russ was so kind to send them to me so that I could do them since he's afraid to eat them.
There you go. There's video number 7.
Yeah. You're moving
yeah.
on.
Well, he sent them to me like right before the holidays. and
Yes.
I've been busy and haven't wanted to just eat those noodles just yet. My birthday just finished. Now I can kind of go back into normal life and I can start thinking about doing that.
Or that could be a
I don't
special.
know how I'm going to go about doing it yet. And I'd rather do it with somebody instead of just doing it by myself, but I'll do it by myself if I have to.
Yeah.
You know, it only takes like 5 minutes to cook those up. You could do it right now.
Yeah,
I'm not going to do it right now. You could also eat a lot of crazy things that you wouldn't want to eat right now too, Rob.
This much is true.
You could always do it one of the Sundays on the Talk Time Live with 3 Pepper Guys.
Yeah. But I think that, I guess, if I was going to, I don't know. I don't like the putting the bowl on the head thing, but
I would not do that.
honestly, I probably would, but I would just get like a beanie that I don't care about and just like put a beanie on so that at least like it wouldn't be getting in my hair or on like one of my fishing hats that I actually care about or something.
I think that's one of the dumbest completions to a challenge ever.
Well, it's to prove that you finished it.
Yeah, it's to make you want to empty the bowl as much as you can.
Yeah, it's still dumb.
I kind of agree with Rev. It's like you finish the damn things. Why you gotta look stupid at the end?
Exactly.
But I think that if I did it, I guess I'd try to get the T-shirt for it.
Well, yeah.
Might as well.
Someone didn't put the bowl on their head and they got a T-shirt. I forget who it was. But I think the company thought it was a stupid idea too. I think that's why they just gave the T-shirt out to whoever completed it.
Yeah, they fired that intern, whoever came up with that rule on the challenge.
I could just see that board meeting. And then whenever they're done, to prove they're done with it, they put the bowl on their head. And all the other guys are sitting around going, I mean, that does prove they ate it all, I guess. But who wants to put a freaking bowl with a bunch of crappy noodles that was in there on their head?
Sounds like Russ is going to take off. Well, maybe not. The extra 30. Oh, okay. Says I have working 7 hours, and it's Tuesday, Gage, the day we all get those gosh darn red plum weekly ads I can't be hurting with the extra 30 pounds on each street. Yeah, okay.
They want everybody to lick the bowl. No. If anything, I would take like a piece of bread and like mop up, like when you're eating spaghetti, like mop up the bowl.
I thought about that literally just a minute ago, but I was like, I don't know if that would be violating the rules by like having something else. Is it violating the rules or no?
It's violating the rules. The rules state that once you start eating it, you can't have anything else to eat, nor can you have anything to drink. You have to eat it through, put the bowl on your head, and I'm not sure if you have to wait for a little bit afterward.
No, you don't. I know that I've seen plenty of videos where right after they cut it.
Yeah, so. Haha, Gage, I won't lie, I'm nervous for most of these. Yeah, but you did the Moab bar, Russ, and you went through that just fine. I think.
I was talking to people at the hot sauce festival. There's a lot of people who make hot sauce and stuff who don't want to do that Valhalla challenge.
Yeah, I got no interest in doing the Valhalla.
I mean, you can eat it. I mean, just like little pieces. I mean, instead of actually doing the whole challenge, that's a lot of sausage, man. That's a big link.
Yeah, that's why I don't want to do it. It's
I mean,
too much.
I had it, but my refrigerator went out where I had it, was storing it, and it went bad, so I tossed it. So I mean, I can always get another one, but I'm done with, except for Rob's Bambi Part 2 challenge. I'm done with any kind of like that, especially after this weekend with that pizza thing. I'm done. I'm not. I thought it would be fun and cute, but I wasn't feeling too good after that pizza challenge. So, Rick, you got the shush.
Hey, yippy little doggy.
He's telling you what, or giving you the what for.
He's giving me the what because I ain't getting this ball underneath this table that he just knocked under. So,
Is there a pizza challenge?
I went to the hot sauce festival. Well,
Huh?
it was actually a beer release / hot. It was called Hops and Hot Sauce Festival, and I did the challenge. I was one of the 8. So it was 10-inch pizza with Maverick slice, Reaper slices, 7-pot Primo salsa, Reaper salsa, and Primo Louisiana creeper powder. So then I ate half of it. That was good. The other guy, he was just flat. You had to do it, I think, under 2 minutes. And I'm just not a fast eater. I'm big and fat, but I can't eat things super fast. And plus, I already had 3/4 of a pizza, which I didn't realize how big a pizza I was going to have to eat 2 or 3 hours later. And I already had like 5 beers, and so yeah, it wasn't a good mixture. And I refused to puke at a table, so because my stomach feeling crazy. But then after the contest, they gave us milk, and I really haven't been doing well with milk, and I forgot because it's been like months since I had milk, and Saturday really wasn't a great day. Yesterday at work wasn't that great a day. I'm finally feeling better now, but it was hot. That's all I gotta say. So yeah, I'm not doing any more of those.
And Gage, I am eating something hot. I'm eating summer sausage with my Happy Pepper blend.
Well, let's see you put some on.
I have.
I wish I had summer sausage.
Putting it on every single piece.
Well, actually, yeah, Will, there's a one in actually near Eric in Arlington, I think in Arlington or what have you. So it's at the end of the month. So I don't know. I've thought about maybe going up there. So it's a possibility. I might go up to that, but I'm not going to do any like challenge or anything.
Next thing you know, you're in a hot pepper eating contest.
Now, the same guy, he won that too. But he did. The guy did take a picture, and right after he won the pizza contest, he went to the bathroom and threw up. So that's pretty much what he did. He took the picture to show that he won, and went to the bathroom and threw all the pizza up.
That shouldn't be allowed to be counted then.
A lot of places they won't allow that.
Yeah, I could totally do that.
Half an hour to make sure that you don't lose it.
Yeah, I could totally do that kind of stuff, but not only that, but I bet a lot of people, if those are the rules and they're allowed to do that, they'd probably go ahead, do everything, and then intentionally throw up just so they don't have to have the cramps.
I didn't have cramps. I had other issues. I just had, not good stomach and fire and more fire. And it's like I couldn't get rid of that powder. That was some pretty hot powder.
Happy Pepper wants you to put a smile on that sausage, Rev.
Oh, shoot.
You should actually put a smile on it with the pepper powder.
Hang on, let me cut another piece then. Or just cut it in half.
You should get some of those crab claw things that you have and carefully position the powder into a smiley face.
The crab tools that I got?
Yeah, there you go. Bam.
No, the tubes are really easy to do that with. The only problem with doing the smiley face on there is that's not enough powder.
Yeah, Eric, I think that's what it's called. It's January 30th, I think it is. Oh, it's in Irving. Yeah. I don't know.
Rev is concentrating so deep over there. Gotta get the smiley face just perfect.
No, you'll like this one. Okay, so I got a smiley face with ears and hair. Not just a smiley face. You got to go all in.
Buckerbud's holding the jalapeno eating contest Sunday at 1. They're having a fiery food challenge. Wingstop is having an atomic wing challenge. And then somebody's making some kind of roasted pig thing or something. Yeah, Buckerbuds and Cajuns. Even though I found out that Cajuns was sold. The guy sold Cajuns a few months ago. I didn't even realize that.
Brandon's in the house. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon.
Lisa says, I ate 2 large packages of spicy beef jerky. I bought 2 different name brands. One was really good. One didn't have a very good flavor, but I ate both of them last week. Cool. About the only beef jerky I buy anymore is the stuff that's made locally here in the butcher shop area of the grocery store here. Some of the best I've ever had.
The only beef jerky I eat is Rob Blumberg's spicy deer jerky.
Well, the grocery store here, if you buy the meat, um, well, I guess you don't really have to buy the meat, but if I wanted to add venison into it, they'll take and make it up for you, custom made, and then I can bring my own spice blend up and have that put onto it. I can have beef sticks made too, or beef and venison sticks made. Yeah, says, I gotta admit, I snap into Slim Jims.
I don't think I've ever had a Slim Jim.
I've had a couple.
They're a little on the too oily side for me.
I like the ones, I think Bucky's makes some kind of venison sticks or beef sticks. Those are always, that's like, what started out as like a local, like, gas station slash, you know, I guess supplies for fishing down in down by the coast, and then it grew, and then hell, they're so huge now. You know, they're all over Texas, but they're huge. I mean, you know, the size of the car washes they have and everything else. I mean, just like a little city. Kind of probably looks like Rob Z's city, but it's a gas station. I'm not joking either. I mean, you go to the one in Luling and a couple other ones, man, around the state. They're huge. I mean, those things are freaking massive.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have a good butcher shop? I guess not butcher shop, but like sausages and jerkies and what have you. Even though it is, yeah, the one in Luling, that's one I always went to because it's right before San Antonio. So they have the cleanest bathrooms, period. I mean, they clean them like every, I don't know, 15 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. Like there's somebody cleaning the restroom. But I mean, if you want to go in a safe stop, go to Bucky's. And then they have so many things around just to, you know, check out, and they have souvenirs and, like I said, food, you know, sandwiches and what have you, and jerky. And used to you could get elk jerky, but I haven't found elk jerky there in a long time. I used to buy the elk jerky in Luling all the time.
Elk is awesome.
Uh-oh, Rob's back with the plate.
Would you make those noodles? You gonna put a plate on your head?
No, there was just entirely too much food talk. I made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich with Scott's blackberry habanero jam.
Nice.
Yep. We've been talking about food for an hour now, and I couldn't take it.
I know. Why do you think I broke out the summer sausage?
The crying Hawaiian jam is probably my favorite that Scott makes.
Yeah.
That one was really good.
I haven't tried any Tippett's hot jam, but I hear it's awesome.
It is good.
I'm not a big jam person, but
Yeah, but you need to try some of his.
I do like. I haven't had one in a long, long time, but I do appreciate a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Oh yeah, I could literally survive off peanut butter and jelly alone.
I never liked peanut butter and jelly when I was a kid. I only liked peanut butter, but I remember the day I don't think I was living on my own, but I think I was with my parents, but I had a job. And I went out and was like, you know what? I'm buying jelly, and I'm going to have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I actually had it and was like, dang, why didn't I ever have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Because peanut
If you put a little pepper powder on there, makes it amazing. I usually sprinkle the pepper powder on the peanut butter.
like the smoked habanero.
I've never tried the smoked one on it. I usually just use straight up powders, but that might be interesting, the combination of the smoky flavor. I can see that being good because one of my friends turned me on to this weird thing, which is kind of strange, but it's actually really good. Take the Lay's I don't know if they have them anymore. The hot and spicy barbecue. There used to be like a different one, but either way, I use like the Lay's hot and spicy barbecue chips usually, and I'll like put a layer of those in between the peanut butter and the jelly. Like on the peanut butter side of the bread, I'll just stick a bunch of chips on there, then put the two halves together. You get like a salty crunch in the middle. It's awesome.
Look what Paula said. Oh, nice. Sounds good. I had some tippet jam with some summer sausage while watching the playoffs.
Dang, I didn't know those two went together.
I didn't either. That sounds interesting. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich on wheat is the best. Surprise! Reptos TV doesn't hate PB&J.
Nah, I don't hate it. I will probably
That was a
get sick
shocker.
of it very quick if I eat it, but
You like
and I
something
do
that-
love wheat bread. That's probably wheat and rye are like my favorite. I'm not a big white bread fan.
This
Like,
is a multi-grain bread that I've used.
I love that too. Anything with like grains on it, I love it.
You actually like something that most other people like as well. Shocker. Well, I'm gonna give it to. Well, we can't say that, Rev, because I'm a chicken fanatic too. I eat the hell out of some chicken.
Oh yeah.
So I can't really fault you for that one.
But that's the most globally liked meat.
It is now. Used to, a chicken, man, was cheap. You could buy a whole
Yep.
fryer. I know the thing that for inflation, you can get a damn fryer for like 30 cents, 20, 30 cents.
I'm just saying,
Then it went up to like 89 cents, 90. Then they get on this health trip thing, and now a damn chicken is like $9, $10.
It
there's a
depends
lot of
on
cultures though that don't eat other meats, but they eat chicken. Like chicken is like the most accepted meat throughout any culture.
Yeah.
It's because they studied chickens and the way they move, and they noticed chickens are nothing more than little tiny dinosaurs. And heck with those things, just eat the heck out of them.
You know, some kind of lineage of the
Chickens are delicious.
Oh, if you
Sorry,
didn't think that a dinosaur is the exact same lineage as a chicken, watch a chicken. The way they sit there and look at you and look at other things and just go over there and attack it.
That's a
Oh
straight
yeah, that's a
straight
miniature
up
dinosaur.
Straight up velociraptor.
Oh yeah.
And then they attack you, spur you with the roosters. They show you
Oh.
who's boss.
Oh yeah. If you are like its size or smaller, it's going to kill you and eat you.
Yeah, I did see Paula's sausage pick too. Or summer sausage and jam pick, that is.
Oh, on Instagram and Facebook. I haven't been on
It was
Instagram for
Instagram.
a long.
I don't ever go on Facebook, but I've been playing around with the Instagram a little bit.
Last time, or no, I was on Facebook, I think twice to like something for Dave. But besides that, I have not actually been on Facebook since January 2013.
And also,
Yeah, I like.
Covering addict, yo.
Dave's got a challenge going about naming his strawberry powder. So
Oh, I saw that on Google Plus.
So enter that. He's got that on Facebook and all the other social medias as well.
Yeah, but don't have strawberry and don't have berry in the name unless it's really, really good.
Yeah, do something catchy.
Yeah, the first thing that came to my mind was Berry Blast, but so many things are called Berry Blast. Unless it would be Berry Blush. You know, because it's hot, so it makes you blush, but it's made of berries.
Yeah.
I'm usually good at the name this thing. But nothing pops out immediately. Usually, like, when people are like, wow, that was a really good name, it's like the first thing or second thing that comes to me. But with that one, I don't know.
So what all does this powder have in it?
Oh, I don't even know.
I believe it's something strawberry, and it's good for, like, sweets, like on ice cream.
Yeah. There's only like 2 or 3 people who's had it. So that I've seen, but they're all on Facebook, people. So
And like Julian said, I said it'd be easier to name it if I tasted it.
yeah,
I'm sure a lot of people said that.
you should give out samples, and then we can try it, and then come up with a clever name. We are helping him out.
Oh, hey,
I told him
Charles.
it would
See
have
you
been
later,
awesome
Eric.
if I had some of that. If I'd had some of that for my birthday on that strawberry New York cheesecake, that would have been the most epic thing ever.
Oh yeah, that would have been good.
Because it's a strawberry hot powder, that would have been unbelievable on that cheesecake. I already know.
Hey Charles, did you see this spam on the PLC earlier?
No, I don't look at that type of image.
It just popped up on. I was trying to find Dave's post.
That's one of the. That's one of the. You know, I think someone posted today. There's 22,000 members of
Yeah.
PLC. Well, of course, I don't look at the number like that, so I'm not going to go and say anything anymore because it's just a false number. We probably
Yeah,
have,
it is.
we probably have 21,000 members of spam or people who never come on there. So I don't even look at that number as congrats. I mean, it's cool, but they ain't people who are really active in the community. They're just people who clicked on it or want you to go to this group like adult whatever. I'm not even going to say these invites I've been getting or notifications. These people have been sending me all these damn spammers.
Wow, there was a lot of people that gave Dave names. His post says we're experiencing writer's block with naming our upcoming strawberry cream blend. Hell, we don't want strawberry or berry in the name unless it's outstanding, so take a crack at it. We posted on the Facebook page too. Whoever comes up with a name or something we build a name off of wins their choice of a free blend. And it's there with like a whole pile of his powders.
Yeah.
If it would ever freaking focus. There we go.
Yeah, if I won, I would want the strawberry powder because that's what I want.
Yeah.
I'm gonna probably end up needing to get another Decadent Mountain. I don't know. I've still got some, but my Decadent Mountain's gotten low. I've been enjoying that one.
I like Mark Z's answer. Dave's dessert dust. Or Dave's delicate dust. That was another Mark Z.
Yeah, Mark Z was in there commenting on that all day. Like every 10 minutes, I'd get a notification. It was like Mark Z had another idea.
Oh yeah, Nature's Blush. That's a good one from Mark Z again. Jeez, oh man.
Julian had some pretty good ones too.
Strawberry Fields of Fire.
Yeah, but that has strawberry in it.
Bury the Hatchet. That's a good name. I love that one. Julian came up with that one.
That's a beer.
Oh, is it?
Well, a beer that I've had many a time.
Well, it's Berry, Berry, the Hatchet.
Okay.
I love that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Strawberries and cream. But isn't that an ice cream? I didn't get in on the naming yet.
Yeah.
I got
I was
sidetracked.
pondering on it, and I was going to go back and probably put in some other ideas. I got busy doing other stuff today and never went back to it.
Yeah, I scrolled down and I saw that chick, and I was just like, "Oh, wait, let me stop here for a minute."
That's
You
why
brought
Rev
my
is
attention.
he's suddenly active on PLC. It's 'cause
Ah,
he's looking at
Shady
all
S says Barry Obama. That's hilarious. Oh, never mind. It's gone. What, Paula? That chick that was on there? Because I didn't refresh my page.
Yeah, they're all gone. You don't have any eye candy anymore.
I can barely hear you, Charles.
Oh yeah, you don't have any eye candy anymore.
No. Well, I didn't exactly think it was eye
Well,
candy.
just give it 15 minutes. There'll be somebody else posting some porn clip or something. So just got to give it 15 minutes. And then the same people will post whatever. All
Yeah,
right,
it was one of the ones
later,
that did it
later,
yesterday.
meow. I've gotten spam on oh MeWe. Oh, I thought you said meow. I can't even I'm blind. Yeah, I mean, like I said, you're not going to get away from spam. All these people who are griping about spam, that's going to be everywhere when you're in kind of any kind of social media group or anything. There's people who spam these channels. When I was on a forum, there's people who spam that. People hack in. They just do it. That's just for fun, just to see if they can get in and do something silly, put it in there, do whatever they want to do, give a virus or whatever in a video link or whatever, and get out. Or just pretty much that's how things run. So you're
Oh
not going
yeah,
to get away from that.
go to like any of your favorite people that you watch on YouTube, even me. Just go to one of my videos and like a month after it's posted and go in there and look through the comments. There's spam all through it.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there's not that much spam on my videos, but that's because YouTube actually picks it up and flags it, and then I have to approve it. But some of them I'll just approve just for the heck of it. Like, yeah, I hope somebody sees this. And it's like, what the heck kind of comment is this? I just like messing with the people that spam. I don't know. I'm one of those people. I appreciate spam. I think it's funny. I don't take offense to it, and I don't think that it's malicious. I look at it as people that are trying to be funny or people that are trying to promote themselves or something like that. And if you're trying to promote yourself, I usually don't approve it. But if you actually have funny spam, I'll approve it. I think it's hilarious. But I appreciate a good joke. So even if it's at my expense, I don't care. As long as it's funny, then hey, you win. I don't mind. I don't mind letting you know that you won.
Right.
But if it's just stupid or malicious, then no. At least
But there is spam everywhere, like Charles was saying. Like I'm in multiple different communities on Google Plus and even other places, and spam is so regular. And there's different types of spam, but I see a lot of the same type of that porn spam going around in like the bass fishing communities and stuff that I'm in. But then the other thing, and I'm a moderator, and I'm actually a part owner in another community. But they're fishing and hunting and fishing communities, and there's so many people that come in there that they one of the communities is set up, which I think that the PLC should be set up that way, where you have to ask to join. And one of the communities that I'm helping run on Google Plus, that's where it's set up to ask to join. I always screen people before I approve them. And there's so many, I mean, tons and tons of people that are actually going to post fishing content, but they aren't going to plus on anybody's stuff. They aren't going to comment on anything. They aren't going to be active because you go to their page and they've got like their YouTube video that they want to share in your community. But if you go and scroll through their page, you just keep scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. And it's like 1 minute apart where they post in like 97 different communities the exact same video. And I hate that stuff. If you try to put your stuff out there that much, I will not watch it. I absolutely refuse to. And so I always keep people like that out of there. If I see somebody that's just going to be in there for like self-promotion or something, then and then also if it's like somebody that you go to their page and it's a bunch of that porn spam type stuff, nah, they ain't getting none either. And if I go to somebody's page and they don't have anything at all fishing related or hunting related, a lot of times I won't add them either. Sometimes I will if it seems like it's a legit person and not like a spam account or scammer or something. I'll approve them and give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe they enjoy looking at that stuff, but they don't have anything to post. But yeah, you have to be selective who you let into those communities. Otherwise, you get overrun like the PLC. And there's so many lurkers out there in the PLC that just like lurk and read posts. I mean, I don't care. It's fine that they're out there, but I just wish that it was more kept to just like the tight knit community that it is, because it really is a tight knit community of like Charles has said. There's probably like 400 or 500 people that are actually in the PLC, and then there's like 200 or 300 people that are active yearly, and then really out of the actual group of people that are in the PLC, it's like more like 150, 200 people max. Like,
Yeah, maybe there's 200 or 400 active. I think it's more like 200 active.
well, there's people that come and go. They'll be in there at certain periods in the year and then not be there for a while and then come back and stuff.
Kind of like me.
But the people that are actually active, there's like, and when I say actually active, like at least like once a month, it's probably like 200 people.
Yeah, I'm real sporadic on PLC. Although when I actually have things growing, I try to take a picture every once in a while and put it on PLC, or I guess towards the end when nobody else was posting. Well, not nobody, but you know what I mean. Like there was rare people showing harvest. Look at all the peppers I got. That's when I actually started doing it. I didn't do it while everybody else was doing it. I waited till everybody was almost done. And then I was like, hey, look at all these peppers I'm still getting. Hint, hint. Look at me go, man.
Do you still have peppers on your plants?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still do too.
Yeah, we're in the low 40s, I think, or maybe even to the 30s today. But as far as I saw, I didn't go out there, but they're still growing. I'm not doing anything for them. I'm not even like dumping the water out that, where it's overfilled or anything. I'm pretty much done.
Yeah.
But whatever survives or produces, then cool. I'll take it.
Yeah, we're supposed to get in the 20s. I think Sunday and Monday of next week.
Nice. ADS says two of his pitties ate his pity ate two of his Aji's plants. Yeah, my pity doesn't eat any of my plants, but my other dog that I had, my white dog, if I'd go out and put my pepper plants all along the railing, and if one fell off the railing, she'd run right over and just devour the whole thing. And if by devour, I just mean like cut the whole plant off at the like base. Like she didn't want to eat the whole plant. She just wanted to make sure that I couldn't grow that plant. Which I think the first year I had ahi lemon drops, she killed both of them. I only had two that popped, and she killed. I was like, that's good enough. She killed both of them. Dang dog.
Yep.
Yeah, I gave a friend of mine an ahi lemon drop that was about 8 inches tall in a red cup. He brought it to his house, which is only like 5 houses away. Put it in a 5-gallon bucket, planted it, watered it, everything else. Set it on his back step. No, his front step. And it was fine and dandy for about a week. And the dog got out of the backyard, went around the front, and ate it. Didn't eat any other plants that were sitting out there. Ate his ahi lemon drop. No. I don't know what it is about them and dogs, but at least Murphy left him alone.
Yeah, my pit bull.
Later, Dave.
Later, Dave.
Later, Dave.
My pit bull really doesn't care about plants. She likes to sniff them. She's always like, wait, what the heck's going on? There's nature inside the house? What's going on? Like, she'll walk over and be like sniffing, like, wait, I don't understand this. And she'll do that, and every once in a while, she'll try to like munch on a leaf. She'll just like kind of like nibble on it, like, is this a real plant or what's going on? Like that kind of thing. But for the most part, she doesn't like attack the plants. She doesn't knock them over. She doesn't do it. Well, she might knock them over with her tail, but that's because, I don't know, I'm weird and I don't think that you should cut a dog's tail off just because everybody else does with a pit bull. So my pit bull actually has a long tail and big old goofy ears because I didn't crop the ears either. She's unnatural. But now
she's careful what she does so that she can have times where she slips up and eats a bunch of sriracha ranch peanuts and summer sausages and stuff.
exactly. Well, that's all my fault, though. By the way,
I know, but she doesn't care about the pepper plates. Those are lower on her radar. She's eyeing the big goods.
but to be perfectly honest, I closed the door to the room where the peppers are, so she doesn't have access to the room at all times when I'm gone. But where the summer sausage is, when I forget to put it back in the fridge, yeah, it's like pretty much at eye level, and it's right there where she could grab it and like take it over to wherever she wants to eat it and take care of it. Same thing with the peanuts.
I'm glad you don't have video cameras set up so you could have footage of some of those moments.
I thought about it, but I refuse to have cameras inside my house. I got cameras all over the outside of my house, but I don't want any cameras inside.
Well, you could always take and set one up on a tripod and set her up for it.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
It would be funny to see like her looking around, like being all cautious and stuff, and then go like, just carefully grab it off the table, and then like realize it's okay and just start tearing into it.
I'm willing to bet that's how she does it. Like,
That's how I imagine
like,
that she would do it.
I bet it's okay if I just grab it and set it on the floor, right? Like grab it and like kind of like just set it right on the floor, like looking around, like nobody said anything. So maybe if I take it and move it over there and like take it over there, like nobody said anything. So maybe it's okay if I just eat this sausage.
That was one thing about Murphy. When it was food that he knew was mine, I could leave it sit on the floor and he wouldn't touch it. He'd go lay about 10 feet away and sit and watch it, but he wouldn't touch it.
While you were gone?
Well, I didn't have to be here, but
Because my dog does the same thing. Like she will look at all my food like, man, I wish I could have that, but she will not touch it. I could set my plate, my dinner plate on the floor, and she'll just be like, oh, I'd really like to eat that, but she will not go near it or touch it. But if I leave the house, different story. Like I can get up and go to the bathroom, and she'll just be sitting there like, I'd really like to eat that chicken on the floor, but I'm not allowed. But if I left the house, different story. That's when the dog comes out like, well, he left. He meant for that to be mine, so sorry, buddy.
what if it's up on like a kitchen counter?
No, I got part of a hamburger that I didn't eat yesterday, and it's sitting on on the kitchen counter, and she hasn't touched it. I left her alone all day long today. She never touched it. No, she doesn't take things off the counter. My white dog, if I left bread on the kitchen counter, I started putting it above the fridge just because my white dog would eat bread. I'd buy a whole loaf and I'd make one sandwich and I'd come home and there's a bread bag on the ground. I'm like, what the heck happened? She ate the entire loaf because it was on the kitchen counter and she could just so happen to reach it. But same thing, my white dog, if I had anything in the garbage, my white dog would knock over the garbage and tear everything out of the garbage just to get that little tiny scrap of food that I put into the garbage. But my pit bull, no. She'll only do that if like there's a lot of food. If she can smell a lot of food, then she's like, well, maybe he meant for me to dig to get it. And then she'll actually go after it. But for the most part, she doesn't attack the garbage.
What about you, Charles?
Yeah, Charles. What about you,
Charles? Charles?
Microphone wasn't working good earlier.
I
There's
think
more
it's-
that's malfunctioning than a microphone now.
Do we have a malfunctioning Charles?
No,
Oh, there we go.
I'm here.
Took a little bit. That was a delayed response. Does Maverick eat your food if you leave it there, or will Fiona? Or
No, they don't eat people food.
Will they go after the garbage?
No.
What if you left food on the table and then like left for the day?
Like the dining room table, like the kitchen counter versus the dining room table versus the coffee table.
Who, me?
Yeah,
Will
we're
your
trying to
dog?
be interactive with you.
Oh,
I mean, I know Fiona's not going to get something off the kitchen counter, but you know, what about like kitchen counter versus dining room table versus coffee table? If you left food on all three of those surfaces, would any of your dogs ever like get to it and like think, "Hey, free food, sweet"?
Charles is out. I don't care if he says he's not out. He's out for the count.
I'm not either. I'm thinking about going out.
You're very deep in thought about it.
Yeah, I was starting to have a good dozing dream.
Red roll.
Nah, I guess I can get something to drink real quick and.
But no, seriously, answer that question though. Like Rev was asking, like kitchen counter versus dining room table or coffee table. If you left food on any of those surfaces and then left the dogs alone, would they get to it? Would they try to get to it? Do you think they would eat it?
Yes, yes, and yes. Coffee table.
Yeah. Other places they won't go though, like kitchen counter safe.
Maverick will.
Yeah, that was what we were curious about.
Fiona can't reach it, so Fiona is limited. I mean, Fiona's limited to floor and or like small coffee table close to the ground.
Yeah. If I was a dog, I would go for any chance I got. I'm also a fat kid though, so
Yeah, they do. They love food. They're definitely food driven. But I mean, it's not that much food, but they're definitely food driven.
what's up, Black Mamba?
Is that Black Mamba? JDS says his dog just likes to share shit up. Well, that's something they like to do. Every dog has a different objective. Maverick likes to tear up tennis balls after they've been used for a while. Then he'd like to start picking all the little fuzzy stuff off. That's what he was doing earlier.
No.
Where'd Rev go?
Crazy?
Rev?
I guess he's already been there, right?
Rev's, yeah.
Maybe he's transforming into a dog again like he did that one night.
He could be.
His last words were Rev roll. I heard him in the distance faintly say Rev roll. So maybe he Rev rolled. I think he was referring to you. But
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say that he
He's
Rev
referring
rolled
to me.
somewhere.
Yeah, I was kind of dozing, but I mean, I've been up for a while, so
You were kind of dozing hard.
yeah, I was having happy thoughts.
Black Mamba says, what we got going on tonight? We've been talking about basically food all night.
About food. Yeah.
Restaurants, pizza, tacos,
Burritos,
Mexican food, Hungarian, or
naan,
Chinese.
chicken, curry.
Korean food, Indian food, Vietnamese food.
You were saying happy thoughts. Was that meaning that you were looking at the spam on PLC?
Now, when I was dozing, I almost was rolling, so I couldn't have been looking at anything.
No, but you might have been thinking of it.
I just remembered.
That spicy Latina that was on there last night. What were you thinking, Rob?
Was just going to say, I just remembered the name of that Indian thing with the potatoes in it. The name of it, it's a samosa.
Samosa.
Yeah, samosa.
That's I don't know what that means, but that sounds like a really good name for a little girl. Like if you have a girl, samosa.
Black Mamba curry's awesome. Curry chicken and stuff is great. I was telling Rev that earlier because he's never had any curry anything. He's never had Indian food. A lot of Indian food has a lot of curry in it. And I was saying curry chicken is awesome. He loves chicken, so it's perfect. And if you get like you can get curry sauce like at the store. Just get some curry sauce and add some like super hot pepper powder in there, and then coat some chicken in it and bake it or grill it or do whatever, and it's awesome.
JDS says, I used to eat 2 to 3 of those in one sitting. Are you talking gyros or the samosas? Kind of hard to find here in South Texas.
It's pronounced gyro, not gyro.
No,
well, depending on where you're at.
Country, it's called gyro.
It's a euro.
Gyro, hero,
Euro.
submarine. Like there's a bunch of different names.
Okay, heroes. Okay. Because I don't think I've ever had a gyro either.
They're awesome.
Gyro's Pizza.
There's a place by me though that has awesome gyros, and they've got like all the legit stuff too. The like Greek yogurt and stuff to put on. It's awesome. Or it's like a Greek yogurt sauce. It's not just Greek yogurt, but they use like Greek yogurt. I think like creamy sauce that they put on
it. Where are you going there on Thursday, JDS? Somewhere where they've got gyros?
Black Mamba says calzones. That's one thing I just can't eat. I like to have my cheese slightly browned, and in a calzone it's all soggy. Everyone I've ever had.
2 things I don't acknowledge: people who say gyro because it's euro, and people who say GIF when it's a GIF.
I will not put up with GIF. It is not. I don't care what the creator of it called it. It is not a GIF. The internet has spoken. It is a GIF. GIF spells GIF. The internet has spoken for years and years. I don't care if the creator came out like a decade or 2 decades after and said, by the way, it's called a GIF. No, go do whatever you want to do with yourself there, buddy.
I can prove it.
Going with that.
It's a GIF.
I can prove Brev is right. Because what does GIF stand for? Does anybody know?
Something image. Damn it.
Graphical information file.
That's it. There you go.
So graphic GIF. It isn't a graphical as in GIF. It's GIF for graphical.
My argument for gyro. We're not Mexican. We don't speak Spanish. So it's not hero or Hyro or whatever the heck you guys.
Euro.
No, we speak American here, and a G is pronounced with a G. So it's not like you can put, an H sound to it, but that would be a J anyway. A J is H in Spanish. So I don't know where you're getting an H for Hyro.
There's no H. It's like the G is silent.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. No, that doesn't even make sense. We're not going with like random letters now have silent letters and stuff like that, silent sounds.
Well, they do.
No. We're not making up new rules to English. No way, man.
It's not English. It's not an English word.
It's a Greek word.
Okay, well, does Greek have a silent G then?
Yes.
Well, you're saying that very quickly. Is that very true, or do you want it to be true?
A Greek person would say it's a euro.
The euro.
So it'd be like a Y.
Yes.
So the G would be pronounced like a Y.
You look at. I used to
Tyler.
watch Cooking Channel or the Food Network all the time. And anytime somebody came on and was talking about them, it was always gyro. I just like saying gyro or gyro.
I don't know. I've heard gyro my entire life. I've
That's gyro.
never until this year heard euro. I mean, hey, I'm always open to me being wrong and everybody around me being wrong, but I've never heard that until this year. So 40 years under my belt, I've never heard euro. I've heard gyro.
Yeah.
Gyro,
Yeah,
gyro, gyro as in a sub. Again, everybody could be wrong, and maybe they all have been. One guy pronounced it wrong, and everybody around them pronounced it wrong too. That could be the case, but I don't know. I mean, I've seen that with a lot of different things. I've seen people call them ceramics instead of ceramics, even though it's CER. There's no SH in there. It's definitely ceramics. But and I've heard heart attacked, like as if there's like an ET at the end of heart attack. I've heard all kind of crazy stuff. And like I said, I'm always open to be wrong. Like I always called it schedule, like SKEDULE. But then I heard that it was schedule. And I was like, what the heck is that guy talking about? And then I looked into it, and it is schedule. But everybody, like the accent that I've been around was schedule.
hang on a second here.
And for euro,
Guys.
the proper way to pronounce it, the dumbed down version of how they show it to be pronounced, they put YEERO. Is so.
Okay.
It's
euro.
Yeah, euro. But a lot of people just say euro, like without putting so much emphasis on the.
Gyro. We will have it no other way.
That's from a Greek person. Gyro.
Yep. Now listen to this.
So it kind of sounds like euro, but it's euro.
Gyro.
And roll the R, which most Americans don't do.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Euro. I can roll my R's, but
I was gonna say you actually did better than I would.
I don't know how I can roll my R's, but apparently my Spanish teacher loved it, even though I couldn't really speak Spanish much. But
Mahato. Or meter. Meter's better. Crick or creek. Down at the creek. Gyro. Then everything went quiet.
I'm just thinking about euros.
And that sounds really good right now.
Yeah.
Hierro. I don't know. That's kind of like the old thing of you have an official, in this instance, like a Greek word, or a Spanish word, or anything like that, and it comes to America, and Americans just can't pronounce it right. I'll take 3 chicken fajitas, like that kind of thing.
Fajitas. And jalapenos. Fajitas and jalapenos.
That wasn't King of the Hill. That was Family Guy, wasn't it?
Fajitas and jalapenos.
And tortillas.
And tortillas, yeah.
Tortillas.
Because Americans don't know that double L means Y. Kind of like the J is an H. Like, ahi jabito. No, it's ahi hobito.
The best is when they go in and they try to pronounce Padilla. Padilla? Yeah, Mr. Padilla is Padilla.
Padilla?
Yeah. Padillo. Padilla.
I don't know that one. Oh, or burrito. Burrito? Oh, what was wasn't it Eric that was talking about Barbie what did she say?
Oh,
Oh, enchilada. Oh yeah, I love that.
Enchiladas.
Americans are like enchilada. It's like all dull and bland.
Russ is probably getting an earful. Enchiladas and with some horchata.
No way. That was one of your kids' first attempted words? Horchata?
Oh, yeah. Adam goes quesadilla.
Yeah, quesadilla.
Yeah, it's close. Got everything but the double L right, I guess.
Yeah.
I know, I guess it would be quesadilla.
No, it's quesadilla.
Yeah, there's Will. Will's got a good point.
Meaning queso.
Is it Mexico or Mexico?
Yeah, Mexico.
Mexico. We're down here in Mexico eating some enchiladas and drinking horchata.
See, I don't live close enough to Mexico to appreciate all that. We have like a bunch of people from different countries that live here, but they're like all across the board. We have like, there's a bunch of like Northerners, a bunch of Southerners, and then we got like a bunch of Mexicans, and we've got like a bunch of Hondurans and El Salvadorians and Guatemalans, and like they're just all over the place.
I still say Hispanic. I never.
No, that's what I say because you don't know. Well, as a white person, I have no clue where the heck people are from. So I just say my Hispanic friends. I put the friends on there because, hey, I love you. You know, I have no problem. I don't care where you're from. You're awesome. But you never call a Honduran a Mexican. They will freak the hell out on you.
They will.
Same thing. You don't call like a Honduran or a Mexican and El Salvadorian or anything. But I'm white enough that I get away with. I just say Hispanic friends. I love all share recipes with me. I would love to know what the heck kind of food you got. Oh, Black Mamba says está para Estados Unidos. I think that was Spanish. I don't know.
Over yonder, over there. Over yonder is up here.
Over the creek.
Yeah, over yonder, down in the holler, over the creek.
Yeah, that's what we used to say when I lived in Pennsylvania, the crick. And everybody'd be like, "What?"
Well, just like how Rob pronounced roots, he goes roots. I don't say that. I say roots.
Yeah,
but I see on a lot of his videos when he goes, "Yeah, the roots look, really good on this plant or whatever it is." I'd say roots, but everybody has their own little way they say things. But I've noticed that on Rob's videos.
Wait, I think that's a trick, Russ. Google Chico's Tacos, Guide Tacos.
Gross.
I don't think I'm down with that one. Is that like the old hot dog joke? Is that a foot long? Yes, ma'am. And then some. If anybody's seen Bachelor Party.
Tomato.
Yeah, or like someone said it earlier, the water, or wash and whoosh.
Wash. My mom still says that.
Yeah,
she's
wash.
Like, yeah, I got to wash. I got to wash some with an R, like straight ass R.
Yeah.
Wash.
There's wash, wash, and whoosh, and those just drive me nuts because it's wash, W-A-S-H, wash. But like the one guy I worked with, he'd be like, whoosh. You got to whoosh something. Whoosh is what happens when you go down a hill on a sled and you hear the snow going whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Is that the sound it makes?
Well, a whoosher maybe, but it does kind of make a whoosh, whoosh, whoosh sound.
Yeah.
What's the Four Horsemen?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Is that one of those Chico tacos?
I thought the Four Horsemen was a big, uh,
Magic act?
like no, a big grill, lots of beef, like the what is it, Longhorn Steakhouse, something like that.
What is it, like chicken, beef, pork, and something?
I don't know.
Horseman is also. I mean, there's a bunch of different terms for that.
Well,
Yeah.
Black Mamba says spicy burgers.
Yeah, it's a big spicy burger. It's supposed to be hot as crap. From one of the bigger or one of the better burger joints in San Antonio area.
Like a local, and by local I mean like established local kind of joint, not a chain.
Yes.
Gotcha. Kind of like Nashville hot chicken.
Four Horsemen is also a mixed drink as well.
And a magic act in a movie.
Magic act, yeah.
I am grateful that we have Nashville hot chicken.
And that's also a Metallica song.
And it's also like a prophecy from
That as well.
The apocalypse.
Yeah.
Which I guess that was in the Bible. I don't really remember it in the Bible, but apparently there's a lot of things people think are in the Bible that aren't, but I think the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse were in the Bible, in Revelations.
They are.
But I could be wrong about that.
No, you're correct.
Well, like hell isn't in the Bible. Like they say the word hell, but if you look it up, it actually means Sheol, which is an Aramaic word that means grave. So there's also like mistranslations because, well, I mean, you're also going through so many translations. It's Aramaic to like Greek to Roman to German to English, and then English and then English and English and English. So
you're saying it's lost in translation?
Pretty much. I like that movie. I love Scarlett Johansson.
Well, guys, I think it's getting to be that time.
Oh, it is.
It's time to ask Rev what gauge that you did, what size dumbbells or what do you have on your ear?
8
gauge right now.
8.
I think I have 8 gauge in this ear and 10 or I think 10 gauge in this ear.
Okay.
Or this top one. Eventually it's going to be 8, 8, and 6 and 6, but
yeah. And you said you were going to make a video soon?
I'm going to make a couple videos. I got computer parts coming tomorrow. So when I put that together, that's going to be a video that I'm going to make. I have a box of parts sitting over there for my truck. That's going to be a video soon. The dual monitor thing is not going to be a video because that's one of the things that falls into my category of things I don't record. Just because I'll have to record like the inside of my house, and I don't do that. I'll record like the floor or stuff like that, but I'm not going to record like, hey, look, here's looking out my front window kind of stuff. Or here's
you're saying you're going to try to do the dual stream on Friday? The
what stream?
The dual. He said he's going to try to do a live stream in Twitch at the same time. No, Rob was. That's what he was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Look into it. See if that's allowed. If it's not allowed, I don't want you or me to get in trouble. I don't think I'd get in trouble, but I think you would be the one getting in trouble if anybody, because I wouldn't be doing it. But look into that. If you want to do it, by all means.
It's not. He isn't himself though. Like he is himself live, but he's not like the one going live. And I've seen plenty of people like on YouTube that have broadcast something that was on a live stream live, but like, well, I guess he would be using the panel. So I guess that's a different story. But I've seen like people that have done like a live stream and then done their own live stream on their YouTube channel at the same time.
Yeah.
That's doing like a group live stream, but it doesn't show the panel.
Right.
As long as it's not going to get anybody in trouble, I'm down.
That's cool.
And even if it gets you in trouble, we got 3 strikes.
Yeah. How many strikes are you on?
I have 0.
Oh, so you're good.
Yeah. Well, I'm really weird about my videos. I have a video. Well, I should pull it out, but I have a video of Ricky the raccoon eating some fruit cocktail I had left over, and I think it's really funny because at the end Rocky came in and he just like started coming up to me, and like he ended up coming up and his head bumped my boot. Like he actually like bumped his head against my boot and like kind of freaked me out because I was like, oh hell no. Because I don't want a raccoon that close to me. But yeah, I think it was funny the way I kind of freaked out, like, oh no, get away. So I might post that, but I don't know. Like I said, I'm weird about posting video that's on private property.
Well, the sounds of it, you could probably have them eaten out of your hand.
Oh, I totally could, but I'm not that brave.
I would be.
Or
No. Well,
You're
apparently,
it's not like you're posing a threat. They aren't going to just maul you.
I don't want to take a chance either. I still don't have health insurance there, so if I get mauled by a raccoon, I'm gonna be at home like dumping alcohol on it, like doing home remedies and stuff. Like, oh, add some A&D ointment to it. Hope I don't get rabies. But no, apparently I found out from one of the other guys that's been there longer, the security guy, he used to leave the security shack door open, and the raccoons would just walk into the security shack, and he would feed them so often that they would come in, they would let him pet them and everything, and he would like hand feed them and all kind of stuff. So
yeah, that makes sense by you saying that you like walked up to the back of your boot and bumped you. Like,
well, he walked over like he was gonna like hop on the golf cart I was sitting on, and I put my boot out, was like no, and his head like bumped into my boot, like he was gonna keep on coming. But I put my foot in his way, and he like bumped his head and was like, whoa, hey, wait a minute, and like backed up, and then like sat there. So I actually had to like drive towards him, and he like, just like, I'm not letting.
This is what Rev does on the job.
Yeah, I get paid for this
on a golf cart.
I get paid for this too. That's the best part.
All right, let's close this up.
Start it off.
later, everybody.
Join me on my channel. It's Rob Blumberg, and I make all kind of videos. You just haven't seen them yet. They'll be active very shortly, and the more you tell me to post them, the quicker that it'll be.
Right.
So yeah, send them emails every day telling them you need to post a video today.
Yep. Make sure you hit them up on Google Plus and inquire about why you didn't get a notification about today's video.
Yeah.
Because he makes daily vlogs.
Yeah, it's just YouTube's been acting up.
YouTube's always acting up.
So that's the same thing about taking your computer or turning your computer on and it taking an hour. Well, maybe that's not you. Maybe that's somebody else.
Yeah, I don't usually do that. I did do that one time, but it was because I turned on my computer and it like decided to do an update.
Hate when that happens.
It does.
It did one time while I was in a live stream, like right now, and literally it just kicked me off of everything, restarted the computer, and started doing an update. I was like, what the heck?
Do you have automatic updates on?
No.
Oh.
It just kicked me out of everything I was doing. I was in the middle of a live stream. All of a sudden, the screen just went black, and then it went to like restarting and started updating, like with no notice.
That's what I hate about.
Both Adams are taking off. See you, Adams.
Later, Adams.
That's one thing I hate about Windows. I love Linux because you manually have to update. They will not do it for you. You not only do you have to manually do it, you have to put your password in to do it.
Yeah, I hate Windows 10. That's what I have, and it sucks.
Yeah.
I can get you Linux very easy.
I
There's a
don't know
learning
anything
curve
about
to using it, though, just to let you know.
Yeah. I've already started to figure out the Windows 10 some, but I still don't know how to use it.
Actually, I could probably mail you a Windows 7 disk. That way you could load Windows 7. But if you do it the way I do it, you're going to lose everything on your computer, which is a good thing because you start off fresh with a brand new hard drive practically. But
I literally just did that though because I couldn't remember my password to get into the Windows 10, and Charles sent me some video with some Asian dude that spoke English that didn't speak the best English, and he talked really, really fast. And I had to watch the video like at least 87 times to be able to kind of grasp what I was doing, but it still took me like 3 hours to figure it out. And finally I did it, and I was up until like 2 or 3 in the morning one night, but I got it like figured out, and I had to completely wipe the entire computer clean. Like,
did you wipe it
restart
clean, or did you restore it?
No, it completely wiped. I had to, like, there was no option to save anything, so I had to wipe like everything clean.
Oh, so then you have no problem wiping it out again and putting Windows.
No, I mean I just did that like not long ago and finally got like back to where I feel comfortable in my computer again. So I don't want to like just go screwing everything up again.
Yeah, but now you're stuck with Windows 10 that you hate. I could get you back to
Well,
Windows
yeah,
7.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. We'll talk off air.
Yeah, because remember, we are supposed to be closing this down.
Yep.
Yeah, and I know this one guy that
I tried to keep it simple. I said later, everyone. I feel like I kept it pretty short and sweet.
well, I already did your outro for you. But I know this other guy, and like his name is like Charles something. P, because it Charles Pepper. And yeah, he does live streams on Sunday nights.
That's accurate. Yeah, on most occasions, unless I'm working.
And he does Pepper updates, which are coming soon.
When I have something to show.
Yep, they're coming soon because he's got an awesome grow tent and awesome grow lights with a little trolley that moves the light back and forth and everything. And you should do a video just on like your lights and setup and stuff, just showing it off before there's peppers.
Yeah, he literally just
this year.
He just did that like
I literally just did that.
When?
About a week ago, a little over.
2 weeks ago.
Okay, well, I missed that one.
Went into deep detail, and all the tents were clean and everything looked nice. It was a really well done.
Totally missed that one.
And he had 120 cups sitting down on the bottom of the one tent.
There's no 120 cups.
I counted it out and multiplied it out, and all the trays and everything else came out to be 118 cups or slots in there.
Like cells, 118 cells.
Well, those are large cells, so those aren't 72.
I know there were all 6 cell ones.
There's 36 in each tray.
Yep. And how many trays? 4.
3.
3?
Yeah.
That still comes out to be 118.
Maybe.
That's what I said. That's what I said, though. 120.
It's okay. He has more to start, so it'll be bigger.
Oh yeah, he's not done starting.
I know. That's why I made a quick little comment about how many you're gonna do.
Oh, well, I'm gonna do 120 ish.
Ish.
There's no more seed planting at all, unless something doesn't.
No, there is. There's 3 more trays of mild jalapenos and ajis. These are just super hot habaneros and scotch bonnets.
We all need help.
Oh, jeez.
I have
I know when to stop.
82 cells going right now, and 80 only super hots, and each sell as a single variety too. So I'm going to get multiple plants out of some of those. Some of those I'm going to limit myself to one. But I have 82 varieties germinating right now, and that's only super hots, habaneros, and bonnets.
And then Rob, the other part is that there's one whole 8 cells of just reapers, because I want to make sure I had at least a couple, and then the other ones are duplicates, so you can eliminate those. I just planted multiple seeds just for the off chance that something didn't germinate. So it's really not that many plants. When you look at it, maybe some have duplicates and then 1 or 2 here and there. So yeah, it's not that many. It'd be 120-ish.
I have 82 varieties, so there's at least 82, and that's not any ahis or anything else. That's just super hots and stuff. But it's probably going to end up being more about 100 plants, maybe a little over 100 plants for the ones that I've germinated now. And then I'm going to allow myself like another 50 or so plants of ahis and jalapenos and Thais and Tabascos and stuff like that. I might end up going over. I might be closer to 180, 200 plants this year. We'll just have to wait and see. And that's not going to be counting ornamentals, which I'm going to start those later once it warms up. And I'm going to grow like, I think I have like close to 30 different ornamental varieties now. And I've got a bunch of little like half-gallon nursery pots. And I think that they'd be perfect for smaller ornamental plants. I don't care if they get to their maximum potential of what they can get to. I just want to have a bunch of pretty plants around. It'll be kind of fun to grow a whole bunch of those. Have a little ornamental army.
Yeah.
And you'll see all those update videos on Rob Blumberg on YouTube.
Exactly.
Yeah, it would be cool to do an ornamental video on all those varieties and stuff. I could totally
cool do that. For you to do any video.
Maybe one day. I'm learning.
One day soon.
Well, yeah, it's 120-ish. Yeah, somewhere around there. I'm doing a raised bed, 30 by 3 foot. So I don't know how many jalapenos I could fit in there. So we'll see.
Coming soon on Charles P. and Rob.
How many feet? 30 foot by 3 foot?
Yeah.
I mean, you could easily get like 90 jalapeno plants in that.
But we're not going to do a jalapeno. So
I'm just saying, if you only did jalapenos, yeah, they'd be bunched together and stuff, but you could fit as many as 90. You could more comfortably fit like probably like 80 or 70.
No, you'd be more like 45.
Yeah.
You need 2 feet per pepper plant.
Not for jalapenos.
For just about any kind of pepper plant, you need
jalapenos do not get very big.
Square foot gardening says 1 foot, but they really say that you need 2 feet per pepper plant.
I swear, even the nicest jalapeno plants that I've seen get no bigger than about a foot and a half wide. They might grow a couple feet tall, but like they don't get very like big.
Well, we're going to go with about 45 to 50 plants of mixed varieties, like jalapenos and some milder varieties. So some are going to get a little bit bigger. We'll see. That'd be to you.
Yeah, even cayennes and stuff, you could fit a lot in that size bed.
And we'll see. See what I got to fit in there. I got to build the beds and get the 3 yards of dirt first.
Okay, so let's close this down. Who's next?
Well, you.
Yeah.
Come on, Rob. You're holding us up.
I already did Rob Blumberg's outro, and Charles kind of did his own.
No, I didn't really do anything. Rob did. Thank you, Rob.
Oh.
I just do. I keep it simple now. I'll do my outro at the end.
All right, I'm Rob Z, and I do Twitch and what is it? Building blocks and
we are millions.
They are trillions and
Astroneer and what was it? Rockstar versus something or
Deep Rock Galactic.
Deep Rock Galactic Twister.
I'm
Hey,
horrible at doing other people's stuff.
it's good. I just keep it simple. Bye.
Yeah, that works for me too. So Rob Z, Yankees 50. You can find me if you want. Most everybody here knows where I am.
Bye.
Bye.
Rev.
I was waiting on you. All right, well, yeah, we were live. It was awesome. Peppa Pig was here. Say hi to Peppa Pig. Peppa Pig. And yeah, that was it. We had a lot of fun, because you were here and you had fun too. So we'll catch y'all in the next live stream Friday. I might be doing a Wednesday live stream this week just because I feel like it. Stay tuned for that. You'll get a notification if you click that bell. Hit the subscribe if you're new. Thumbs up are always appreciated. Thumbs down if you think it sucks. And if you do think it sucks, don't come back. Like, it's pretty easy to solve that
And if
one.
you do, then you have to come back with at least 5 friends and thumbs down it all simultaneously.
Thank you. Exactly. That's my role. If you want to give me a thumbs down, you cannot give me a thumbs down on your own. You have to go get 5 friends, come back and give me 5 thumbs down, or your thumbs down with 5 friends. That way I know that you're actually legitimate about it. And even when you do that, I still won't take you seriously. So you're on your own. So whatever. I don't care. They all count the same to me. Thumbs up and thumbs down all mean the exact same thing. So I count them together. So if I get like 5 thumbs down and 10 thumbs up, I'm like, look at that. I got 10 thumbs or 15 thumbs up. So that's the way I count them. So, haha. But anyway, yeah, do all that fun, happy social media stuff. I will catch y'all in the next video, which probably be a live stream. So that's it. We're out. Later. Say bye, everybody.
Later, everybody.
Bye.